Hey past Matt, so I'm back in Brighton from home and I'm a little bit ill. For some reason, on the hottest days of February in record, I managed to catch a cold, so that's fun. In response to your last video, I haven't made a pumpkin because I'm the worst, but one thing I did get was my childhood diary that I found when I was at home. And as it happens, one of the first entries is from the 4th of March 2005, which is 14 years ago exactly to the day, so that's weird. But I figured basically for this video I'm just gonna read through the diary. I've had a bit of a flick through already and it's pretty funny. I was just such an idiot, but I was 9, so but yeah, without further ado, this is what was going on in 9-year-old Matt's life. So past Matt. 4th of March 2005. Miss Wathen, in brackets Lanahan, I think she got married or something, so I refused to accept her new name. Anyway, Miss Wathen was teaching today, so we got to make Mother's Day cards and make a story for the nursery. In brackets, plan to scare them with my haunted house book. Daddy came home today, but all he did was work. That's something that's been ruined for me by the internet. Saying the word daddy. It's just, saying it then just makes me want to gag. It's awful. Here it's meant genuinely and nicely, but reading that as an adult, it's just, don't like it. Built some stairs out of cushions and got Beano. Wrapped up Alice's present for her party tomorrow. And then in the top corner there's some planes fighting, and then there's a picture of a present down there. 5th of March 2005. Got 2 Cubs swimming badges today at swimming lessons. Plus we got some new curtains. New as it's got loads of lines around it because it's wow. And we got to see the magic roundabout. And instead of saying 2, it's in TO, I wrote the number 2, because I liked speaking in code. Then I went to Alice's party at Oasis, although I spent most of my time with Jack, apart from when we did the water fighting. Playing with Jack was dead boring. Aww, I'm ragging on poor old Jack. Oh, he was a nice kid though, I like Jack. But just to make sure how boring it was, I've put it in all caps and underlined it. Excellent. Then I put the meals was nice. Good. Stayed up late to watch Short Circuit 2. That's probably a bad film.
Some say he's nuts.
To the moon, Alice!
Some say he's both.
Muchas gracias.
And also, more in code, I've put up as in the arrow up, L8 for late, and then I've drawn a picture of a watch for watch. So that's good. Mother's Day tomorrow, but bad news, I lost my Mother's Day card. And then there's a picture of a cake. 6th of March 2005. Mother's Day today. Luckily I found my Mother's Day card. That was, what a roller coaster from 5th of March to 6th of March. She adored my homemade chocolates. I even got to have one. Whoa. Ryan and Alex came round, plus Nana and Grandad came too. We all had a roast dinner and it was absolutely delicious. That was all spelt wrong. Then we watched some fireworks, and last of all we watched Bambi. Plus I stayed up late to watch a program about surviving in the Amazon. Again, I put up, arrow up, late L8, and watch a picture of a what a wild code. And then there's a picture of me watching the show in the Amazon. 7th of March 2005. At school I got into some trouble. Oh, now it's getting juicy. Since I was messing about with Michael, I had to sit in Ben Pallister's place. Luckily, while I was taking part in a maths demonstration, Ben came back, so I had to sit in my place. This is the height of drama for a 9-year-old. Plus, I got extra homework and I'm missing my playtime. Oh, God. Done my homework and played on the computer and stayed up late to watch Tomb Raider. Every time I put stayed up late to watch, it's always up arrow L8 watch. And then I've got a picture of my teacher and me. There's me sleeping on a desk. I wasn't sleeping on the desk, I don't think, but for the purposes of this cartoon I was. Then the teacher is saying, "That's it, young man, extra homework for you." And she's wearing a top that says, "Teacher is a twit." And I think that was my old teacher, Mrs. Chappell. I actually got on quite well with my teachers most of the time. I just wanted to pretend to be a bit of a bad boy because I liked reading the Beano, and Dennis the Menace was always in trouble with his teachers. 8th of March 2005. I quickly done some of my extra homework in the morning, but I didn't finish it. God. Luckily, I didn't miss my playtime because it was Mrs. Chappell's turn on duty. That means there was nobody to look after me, and then in the look, I've done a little face looking. Oh man, I was a visionary. Went over Ben's house, we explored Ben's garden and looked for a good place for a den. That's like the height of 9-year-old entertainment, just making dens. We played on the PlayStation and made a road for our vehicles to drive on, and we played with our vehicles. And vehicles are spelled wrong every time, but that's a hard word to spell. I'm okay with that. Oh, there's a whole other page. And I also stayed up late to play Scrabble with Mummy, which was boring. Plus Daddy's gone away for a week, so that means I can stay up late for a whole week. Oh man, there's another cartoon, but it's all just a mess. So that's Mrs. Larkin, one of the helper teachers there, and she's saying, "It's your turn on duty, Mrs. Chappell." And Mr. Chappell, still wearing the teacher's a twit jumper, swore. She went, "Oh bleep, I can't torture Matthew." And I'm like there saying yes. And there's a whole other dialogue on the jumpers. So there's teacher's a twit, Miss Larkin's wearing a jumper that says "So am I," and then I'm wearing a jumper that says "In your face." So there's a lot going on here. There's a PS as well. PS, stopped Daddy from phoning from America because I was talking to William S. That's William Stupple, one of my old school friends. 9th of March 2005. Had a normal boring day at school, but what was fun was when I went cycling with Grandad and watching Comic Relief in the bungalow. Brackets. Very funny. That's like a Trump tweet. God, the grammar here is awful. So I think I went cycling with Grandad and watched Comic Relief with him, but like a Dick and Dom in the bungalow special. I don't know. Stayed up late to play Monopoly with Grandad and I won. I'm fairly certain I wouldn't have won. Like, they used to let me win because I used to get upset when I lost. 10th of March 2005. Had a normal boring day at school. Got my Beano and played with tech decks. Oh, I remember the tech decks, the like little skateboardy things you'd do with your fingers. Those were good. Went to Cubs. I was supposed to get 3 badges, brackets book, reader, swimming, and swimming 2. But Kayla didn't get them. Had a talk with Grandad and watched Fame Academy. That's the most mid-noughties show in all history. Then there's a picture of me in my Cubs uniform. And then there's a squiggly arrow that's going all over the place. You're so quirky. That's the sun gone in. 11th of March. Red Nose Day today. We all dressed up in red, and it was funny seeing everyone dressed up wearing red. That's for sure. Hannah had a nosebleed, so it was Red Nose Day. Jesus, the grammar. Hannah had a nosebleed in school. What was exciting that happened today? Sure. Watched some TV, done my homework, then played on PlayStation. Watched Spider-Plant Man and James Bond, then went to bed. I remember Spider-Plant Man. It was like Rowan Atkinson playing some weird superhero for Comic Relief. And then I've drawn Hannah with a nosebleed. For some reason she has black hair, because I don't think I figured out how to do blonde hair when I was 9. And there's a ridiculous arrow pointing to her again. 12th of March. Went swimming lesson today and everybody had a go at me. Oh no. We went to the Green Man, which is like a pub. I think I overdone it a bit in the park. Had some nasty accidents. Oh no. Went over to Nana and Grandad's. I made 8 Connects models. Came home and watched Dick and Dom in the bungalow. Brackets, videoed it, spelled that wrong. Grandad read me Captain Underpants, and then I've got a little cartoon of my mum having a go at me, and it's just all expletives, all just swearing. My mum doesn't swear, but there is a lot more, but I don't know. I feel this video's gone on long enough. So that was like a week of my life, pretty much, in 2005 when I was 9. Maybe like if I ran out of ideas for another video in the future, I'll just carry on with this diary, because I'm pretty sure I've got the whole of March down. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. This was educational. And a little bit embarrassing, but it's all good fun. Also just noticed in the sort of inner bit of the book, there's a little bit that says this diary is funny, silly, extremely rude, because Matthew's the kid with the attitude, and I spelt with W-I-V, and instead of putting the, I put D-E, because I'm a bit of a bad boy. Jesus. I kind of wish I could slap my 9-year-old self. Anyway, this has been a riot. I shall catch you tomorrow. Pass Matt.